Ancient tales of strange otherworldly creatures. There was a time when giants walked the earth. The Sumerians lived alongside their gods, the Anunnaki. Legends tell of gods who descended from the heavens to create mankind. In a sense, they were extraterrestrials. They walked the earth and ruled over humanity. And clay tablets reveal an extraterrestrial agenda. They may have upgraded the human race and used them as a slave species. Did alien visitors really alter the course of humanity in the distant past? In the remote past, our ancestors received help, and that help came from the sky. Millions of people worldwide believe we have been visited in the past by extraterrestrial beings. What if it's true? Did ancient aliens really help shape our history? And if so, might we find proof by examining the Anunnaki connection? Iraq, April 10, 2003. During the early days of Operation Iraqi Freedom, U.S. forces enter Baghdad, struggling to maintain order. Looters swarm the streets, ransacking museums and destroying thousands of ancient artifacts. The National Museum is forced open and priceless relics vanish. Musical instruments, cuneiform tablets recounting the history of ancient Sumeria, and the genealogies and stories of their gods disappear, along with flood myths. Many texts are now missing, but these weren't mere opportunists. Some looters were organized, wearing earpieces, targeting specific items, artifacts from the cradle of our civilization. Why would militants destroy precious ancient objects? Was it simply war's chaos, or a deliberate attempt to erase forbidden knowledge? To find answers, we look at the origins of these lost treasures. Archaeologists say many came from the Sumerians, considered the oldest civilization in Mesopotamia, present-day Iraq. Mesopotamia, the land between rivers, refers to the Tigris and Euphrates region. 4 main kingdoms flourished here: Sumer, Akkad, Babylonia, and Assyria. Sumer, dating back to around 3000–4000 BC, is often considered the earliest. Here we find the earliest forms of writing, cuneiform, etched into wet clay tablets. Deciphering cuneiform was nearly impossible until archaeologists unearthed thousands of tablets at an Assyrian palace in 1843. Suddenly, we had tangible evidence of a sophisticated civilization once thought mythical. Within a decade, archaeologists also uncovered the legendary Sumerian capital, Ur, home of the biblical Abraham. They found gold-laden tombs, cuneiform tablets, and the great ziggurat of Ur. This proved the reality of an advanced civilization emerging right out of the Stone Age, introducing over 100 firsts for modern society: agriculture, science, math, laws, courts, and schools. Mainstream researchers say Ur fell around 2000 BC to warring neighbors, but the cuneiform texts hold more than just mundane records. They detail a pantheon of gods, the Anunnaki, the princely offspring of God, who, according to the Sumerians, descended from the sky. Mesopotamian religion was polytheistic: countless gods, male and female, often human-like yet powerful and ageless. The Anunnaki were the supreme deities, heavenly gods who wielded incredible knowledge and might. Their origins and powers remain a mystery to archaeologists. Were they extraterrestrial? Ancient astronaut theorists say yes. Among the cuneiform texts are myths describing the creation of man by these sky gods. One famous story, the Enuma Elish, details how the god Marduk mixed the blood of another god with clay to form the first humans. To some, these accounts are not myth but fact, evidence of genetic engineering by extraterrestrial beings. The notion seems incredible, but we find similar stories worldwide. The Bible's Adam echoes the Sumerian model man. Scholars note the Bible left out details found in older Mesopotamian texts. According to ancient astronaut theorists, the earlier Sumerian versions are more complete, suggesting that humanity's origins involve deliberate genetic manipulation by alien visitors. If so, then who were these Anunnaki? Some say they came from a distant planet called Nibiru, needing gold to repair their atmosphere. They supposedly engineered humans as workers. Though scholars reject these claims, Many consider Zecharia Sitchin's interpretations of Anunnaki stories as credible speculation. Could there be proof that the Anunnaki created humans using their own DNA? Ancient astronaut theorists say yes, pointing to the Sumerian king list, which claims some kings reigned for tens of thousands of years, impossible by human standards. The Bible's Methuselah and Noah also lived extraordinary lifespans. Could these figures have carried extraterrestrial genes? In 1976, Zecharia Sitchin published The 12th Planet, proposing that Anunnaki were extraterrestrials who arrived on Earth 450,000 years ago. They came for gold, created humans, and even caused a great flood. While controversial, Sitchin's work inspired many researchers. Some believe the Anunnaki's influence was global, that they seeded humanity, shaping civilizations worldwide. They also believe the Anunnaki may return, as Nibiru supposedly passes near Earth every 3,450 years. Might we see them again? Supporting evidence might lie in the remains of Queen Puabi, found at Ur in 1927. Her unusually large skull resembles those of elongated skulls found in Egypt and Peru. Could she have been a hybrid, part Anunnaki, and could genetic testing confirm this? If stories of gods descending from the sky are found globally, angels, flying serpents, star people, could these all be fragments of the same truth? Are we looking at one extraterrestrial race, the Anunnaki, influencing different cultures? The Great Flood, recounted in both Mesopotamian and biblical texts, may also hold clues. Archaeologists found sediment evidence at Shurapak matching the time frame of a massive flood. The Sumerian tale of Ziusudra and the biblical Noah share striking similarities. Could both stories stem from a real cataclysmic event orchestrated by displeased Anunnaki gods? If we accept that Anunnaki were real and shaped human destiny, perhaps their presence was largely erased by the Great Flood. Maybe as NASA's Curiosity rover searches for life on Mars, we'll find traces of their journey, since some believe Mars served as a way station. If we do discover evidence of alien engineers, how will we react? Some believe their return is inevitable. Would they once again guide human evolution, or pass judgment on our progress? Many ancient stories end with the gods' promise to return. If the Anunnaki were true historical figures, not just myth, could their artifacts and tablets have been purposefully targeted and destroyed in modern times to prevent us from understanding our true origins? As we piece together these clues, we face a disturbing possibility that our human story is far older, more complex, and more cosmic than we ever imagined.